Have a scorpion. Now, scorpions are particularly associated with venomous arachnids because here we can quite clearly see the telson or the tail, which has this venom bulb, and the spine, the poisonous spine, which inoculates the venom. Okay, now scorpions live in all tropical and temperate parts, warm parts of the world. This species is a rainforest scorpion, so it's large, and we can see that it has very large claws, which it uses for crushing its prey. The more venomous desert scorpions tend to have smaller and thinner claws, and therefore they rely more on their venom to overpower their prey than their claws, and therefore their venom is far more dangerous to humans. These desert scorpions belong to the family of scorpions known as buthids, and buthid scorpions include fat-tailed scorpions, and the death stalker, which is the world's most dangerous scorpion, a scorpion which I studied in Egypt. The species I just studied was Laierus quinquestriatus hebreus, the Hebrew death stalker, and it's a fascinating species, but that's something we'll have to talk about another time, and I'll bring you the pictures of my expedition. Now, I'm keeping hold of the tail, as you can see, because that's the dangerous bit. Now, if I let go, the scorpion is now capable of stinging. But you're quite far away, so you're safe.
Yes.
Now, we can see that this large scorpion has a pretty large telson and a large venom gland. Now, because it's a rainforest scorpion, the venom is actually quite dilute because of the moisture in the rainforest. And when we were saying that desert scorpions are more poisonous, it's also because of the lack of moisture in the desert. This concentrates the venom.
Ah, right, yes. Yeah.
Now, talking about arachnophobia, you used to be an arachnophobic. You
yes,
still are,
I still am. It was little spiders now.
Right, okay.
But the big ones, I mean, when I held the tarantula, it didn't feel like I thought it would. A fur was very, very soft, almost like a rabbit's fur, and slow of movement as well.
Right.
So I felt better about that. But I must admit, afterwards, my hand was itching like mad, but I think that was psychological.
I think it was, because if you remember, we were also talking about the urticating effects of spider hair, I think, on that program.
Yeah.
And therefore, this was kind of in your mind. And then you were thinking, you know, because we were saying one of the symptoms is scratching. And that might have been in your mind.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Now, okay, let's put this one
Picked
away.
him up by his venomous tail.
We're going to look at something a bit more dangerous. Now, this is we've looked at the most feared spider in India. We're going to look at one of the most feared spiders in Africa now. So we're going to skip continents, still in the old world. We're going to Africa. Now, this is a dangerous spider, and I cannot actually handle this one because it's so aggressive, and you can just hear that hissing noise.
Yeah, you just keep holding that.
Right, okay. Now, we can see how aggressive this spider is. Now, I was going to do the tomato test. I had some cherry tomatoes all ready for you in the car, but I've left them in the car.
Right.
And what would have happened is the tomato test shows us how easily the spider bites into the tomato and bursts the tomato, ripping it to shreds, of how aggressive this spider is, as you can see, the way it's attacking. Now, this spider has a reasonably toxic venom.
Don't point it in my direction.
Now, this is, now, I think one of the questions you once asked me, and many people have asked me, is have you ever been bitten by a spider?
Yeah.
And the answer is I haven't. But, however, I have been grazed by one of these spiders because they are so quick, as you can see.
Yeah.
And when the spider grazed me, it didn't break into my bloodstream, it just scratched my skin. But that caused extreme stinging sensation for around 20 minutes before it disappeared.
Yeah, and that was just with a graze.
Yeah. Now, these spiders, when they do bite, they tend to inoculate large quantities of venom, and they have to be ripped off because they don't let go.
Right.
They are multiple biters, and that is why we call them baboon spiders.
Okay.